Sorry for the lack of content lately, folks. I am TheZOMBIEJ, and, well, we're in the living room again. There's a dog on the couch next to me. Yeah, fuck you too, dog. Anyway, so, yeah, again, I'm sorry for the lack of content the past few days. I was busy, and, my uncle was in town, and I have deleted a number of videos that, well, I've already explained why in a community section post on this community section of my channel, so go check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, that was a little pain in the ass, that was. So, with this video, I want to focus on a specific topic. It is LEGO related, after all. And, well, it is about Legends of Chima. Yes, Legends of Chima, or Chima, however the hell you pronounce it nowadays. I don't have to say that. And apparently it's making a comeback. And it's like, wait, why? What's the point of a Legends of Chima comeback when it only lasted 2 years originally, and there's really no point in bringing it back because it wasn't as popular as Ninjago or the wretched Nexo Knights. Yeah, Nexo Knights was fucking garbage. Go watch my rant video on that if you will. Legends of Chima had decent sets of the system variety. As for the construction sets, the CCBS sets, they were pretty damn cool. We got 6 sets, 3 bad guys and 3 good guys. I took mine apart, obviously, because I needed the parts for mocks, obviously. And, well, made some pretty cool mocks. Including a werewolf mock, so that's pretty awesome. And it also turned Gorzan into King Kong, basically. That was pretty cool. Because, you know, gorillas. But then in 2014, literally 20 years ago, the system sets were kind of okay. I had a couple of the small, tiny starter sets of the Ice faction and the Fire faction, so it's like Fire and Ice all over again. As if that whole faction thing hasn't been done before. Look at Mega Bloks Dragons Fire and Ice. Decent film, by the way, check it out. Probably find it on YouTube or the Internet Archive or wherever you find your shit. It's probably on DVD as well. But Legends of Chima 2014 edition wasn't that great. I mean, the sets were okay. There was a bountiful amount of them, but the construction sets are what I was more about. And I never got them, because guess what? They didn't come out over here! LEGO? Seriously? They create these sets, and then they don't release them over here in America and, well, the entire Western world. What the flying fuck is wrong with you, LEGO? This is something where, I guess, you know, sales declining or whatever of the 6 sets that we did get, and I even bought doubles of 2 of the sets. So, it seems like those sets didn't sell well enough for LEGO to justify selling the 2014 construction sets over here. That's all I have to say about that. And, well, it sold it. The thing is, Legends of Chima sold well enough to finish its 2-year run or 3-year run. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just 2013 and 2014, and that was it. 2 years, like Bionicle G2. Not even gonna get into that for this video. So why would they want to bring Legends of Chima back for a second round? It's like, there's no point unless you're actually going to release all the sets in one run. It's like you're gonna have new sets, but the thing is, this time around maybe they won't have Construction figures because Construction is dead at this point. So now you got SCCBS, which I can see them going in that direction. They've done it before. So yeah, it's fine, I guess. But not a lot of people are rather keen on the SCCBS system, especially when it comes to Bionicle. It's like, well, they did it with the GWP, and that was fine. I accept that. Why not do it for the rest of Bionicle? Or for at least a legacy wave. Now, with Legends of Chima, it might work better for them, because, you know, they can make SCCB creatures like big werewolf cretins or whatnot, or lions, or fucking crocodiles. Yeah, it will work out for them, I think. But the problem there is, well, Legends of Chima, the CCBS was part of that, the original Legends of Chima 2-year run. So to take that away from Legends of Chima in this sort of comeback wave, that just doesn't sit well with me, because I could use the parts, you know? And the fact that we didn't get the 2014 Construction sets over here, where I could have used those parts to build mocks, and it's just a fucking mess. It's a mess, it's a pain in the ass, and I hate it. Now, obviously, we can have those sets imported over here, but that's a pain in the ass too. See what I mean? It's a pain in the ass, and I hate it, and yeah. Now, there you can get some of those parts off of Bricklink, though, like the CCBS armor shells, and there's even bootleg stuff out there as well, so there is that option. But it just would have been nice to have those 2014 sets over here in the first fucking place. See what I'm saying? In fact, replace Invasion from Below sets that came over here with those Legends of Chima 2014 sets. That would have been better, because Invasion from Below fucking sucked. Seriously. Invasion from Below is a travesty. I don't understand why some people enjoyed it. I do like the beasts, at least. The beast creatures. The little jumper things are kind of akin to the Visorak spiders from the, you know, the little ones from the Bionicle playsets from 2005. You just push on their backs and whing, they jump. I still have one of those sitting around, like on a shelf, I think. And not the jumpers; those are made of different plastic. But the Visorak, I still have a number of those, actually, I think. I don't know. But those are cool. So the jumpers are interesting. The beasts, kind of mediocre, but still pretty cool, I guess. Generic monster-looking things. But again, the mechs are terrible. Legends of Chima coming back would be kind of like a cry for help from Lego. It's like, well, we don't want to bring back Bionicle because, you know, sales and whatnot and other things. Toxicity and whatnot. So let's bring back a different franchise that's more modern than Bionicle. Let's say Legends of Chima. Yes, brilliant. Let's go. No, that's probably not going to work. In fact, it'll probably get more people mad than anything else. Because it's like, well, for Bionicle fans like me who want Bionicle to come back in some form or another, but they don't do it, they in fact replace it with Legends of Chima coming back in a second form. Well, it's like, you're only appeasing to one, or appealing to one crowd, and not to another. It's like, you gotta try to make everybody happy, but you can't please everybody. That's the problem. This is confusing, I know, but at the same time, it's just a massive facepalm, and I hate it. So, have you ever seen Alien from 1979? Okay, now we're getting off topic. So, I don't think a Legends of Chima comeback would be even that vaguely interesting. It's not interesting at all. Well, it is interesting because it's like, the original one only lasted 2 years. Why expand upon it now? After, well, 20 years, or 10 years, sorry, after its cancellation. It's like, I mean, yeah, fans of Legends of Chima would probably be happy. I don't know how many fans there are of Legends of Chima, but hey, there's one crowd you're appeasing to, and at the same time, I don't know if some people are ready for this. I personally don't really care, because if there's not going to be any CCBS versions of characters from this potential revival, then fuck it. I don't want it. I'm not buying those sets. Fuck it. But if they want to replace CCBS with the current SCCBS standard that they're still experimenting with, obviously, then go to town there, I suppose. But yeah, this is a thing where you're only trying to satisfy certain crowds, certain fandom of folk, but you're kind of discounting others. So I don't know. This is something that I generally just don't care if they revive Legends of Chima, because it's not worth my time. I never collected the original sets except for a couple from 10 years ago, but I just didn't care about the system sets, and I won't care about these new ones because I just don't give a shit. So I preferred to get the CCBS sets. In fact, I should have grabbed more of the CCBS sets from 2013 just to have the parts on hand, so whatever. But the thing is, even if Legends of Chima came back, it's not going to be that successful. It might prove successful at first, but don't be surprised if those sales dwindle down a little bit. It happens. It's been happening for who knows how long. The original Legends of Chima waves sold well enough to finish its run and conclude the story. Story-wise, what is this revival going to do? Is it going to expand upon the original? Is it going to be a continuation? They should have had a continuation of Bionicle G1. So, like, what's the next faction of enemies? What is the next, era of heroes in this era of Legends of Chima? It's like, there's a lot to consider, and there's definitely, it's a thing where we have to expect more from Lego at this point, and we have to expect certain things. And once our expectations are either met or exceeded, or not exceeded, then something's wrong. And I don't think it's just on the fault of Lego, it's on the fault of the fans as well. So, that's really all I have to say about that. I don't think a revival of Legends of Chima is really necessary, but, I mean, it could happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but if it does happen, whatever. I'm still not buying the sets. Unless there happens to be a really decent looking werewolf SCCBS creature that I might want to put on a shelf, then might buy that. If not, that's all I have to say about that. So, in conclusion, Legends of Chima, for its original 2-year run, was interesting, for the most part. Story-wise, meh, not that exciting. I didn't watch the show, didn't care. Set-wise, decent. The system sets were decent. The construction figures were great. Even though we didn't get the 2014 sets over here, in terms of the construction figures. Still, it sold enough to finish its run, and that's pretty much all that matters at this point. It's like, you know, I have to say this. Let Legends of Chima rest in pieces. Let it rest in pieces and just let it be done. Don't revive it, because that's just something that's not going to fully work out unless you have a die-hard, affinity for bringing this specific franchise back to light. I don't think it's going to work all that well. In fact, I expect the sales, if this happens at all, I expect the sales to be non-existent. Not many people are going to buy these sets. If anybody does, it'll be the fans of the original Legends of Chima. Also Jake Brooks. He'll probably buy the sets just to review them, and that's it. So, that's basically all I have to say about that. This is a long video, I'm sorry, but I do like the CCBS sets that we got over here, at least. Those were pretty good. They had decent parts. I do like War Is. He is pretty feisty werewolf man. He looks pretty cool. Razor was pretty cool too, actually. In fact, I used some parts from Razor to build my Gothica mock. She is still built, she is still on shelf, and I reviewed her. So, go check that video out as well. Is a Legends of Chima revival actually going to happen? I doubt it, but people were talking about this, and I thought I'd put my 2 cents into it as well, so there you go. Stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.